And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, guys, to our Pitch Talk, and welcome back to our little segment here, Take a Touch. And I'm back with my host with the most. Please give a round of applause for Big H Cafe itself. Do your little intro. You stole that from Isaac. You stole that from Isaac. You stole that from
Come to
Isaac.
Arsenal, Isaac. Come to Arsenal.
And last but not least, we have a champion, Premier League champion, 20-time English champion. Well, I wouldn't even say standing alone because it's you and United up there, but standing alone for now because them man are dead. Give it up for Pato, clap for yourself, clap for yourself, clap for yourself. Boys, you can see what I have on the screen. We need to talk about that UCL final. Um, it was Pato, me and you watched it together. I can't really say it was a great final, to be honest. It was, if you're a Paris Saint Germain fan, it's a great final. If you're a neutral like me and Pato was, we were kind of sitting there looking at ourselves thinking, what the fuck is this? The final was done within the first 20 minutes. The Marco, that little trollop, that little Shrek wannabe, yeah, that little fat one. What was he doing? Genuinely, what was he doing? Boys, yeah, we all kick ball at certain points in our life. What did that coaches always say? If somebody's taking a shot, never turn your back on the man.
Mm-hmm.
Why, at your big age, one of the biggest stages of your life, you're not turning the back of the ball. The ball ricochets, flies in, 1-0, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Did you even try? Did you even try? And it's not like
That was even the goal.
before I let you go, Pato, it's not like it was even playing against Lamine Yamal where Lamine Yamal was turning them inside, upside down. That you know, what I mean, your brain was bamboozled. Like it was Desiree Dewey. Like as much as I love and rate that kid, he hadn't even started this whole repertoire yet. You know what I'm saying? He hadn't been starting giving you a couple of step overs, giving you a bit of chops or anything like that. You just simply took a shot. You turn your back, go straight away. What was going on? Did the second goal, Pato, how did the second goal even go in again? I know it was DeMarco's fault. I can't
No,
remember how.
that one you're talking about was the second goal. The
Oh, that was the second one.
first one was the one that he was keeping on side.
Oh yeah, and he ran
Yeah,
up, yeah, he ran past Bastoni. Yeah, he ran past Bastoni. Like
and then
you're supposed to be playing left, like left wing back. Yeah, Bastoni is the center back that's closest to you. Bastoni is pushed right into that center back position. Yeah, and my guy is running past him, and then Hakimi's just free as a bird. H is the best way I can put it is, yeah. Remember the way we conceded against the Aston Villa, um, at the Emirates when Leon Bailey scored when Zinchenko was who's a left back was on the right side of the defense, and
Yeah. I remember.
Bailey was completely free. Basically, like that kind of situation.
Yeah, no, I saw it, bro. I saw what happened, bro. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, bro. I couldn't
Bro,
believe.
I said, what is going on, man? Genuinely, what is going on? But hey, let me get your thoughts and opinion on this because I know you definitely watched this game. Bro, 5-0 in a Champions League final. We've never seen anything like it.
Mate, in all fairness, yeah. Once, once, Lautaro Martinez was crying before the game kicked off. I said it's done. I
It's
said it's
fine.
over. He was crying. He had his hands in his head, bro. Fellows, the shoulders were going and all. He was an emotional wreck. I knew the game was over. It's done. PSG haven't even dropped the shoulder yet, and you're crying. Oh, bro, it was long.
it's like
But
Jordi Alba.
that first goal, all I can say is, like, I can understand Champions League final. Maybe you got a bit too excited. You tried to save your team. I can get it, but it was that when they played the ball, Bastoni was here, DeMarco was here, and Akimi is in between them. In my brain, I said, bro, is what you're seeing. Is that making? Did you the alarm bells in your head when you could see Hakimi and everyone else was ahead? The alarm bells in your brain didn't say maybe I should just step up. No, you decided to run. You want to go and meet Hakimi where he was. Very good. I get it. You can be excited. I get it. But that second goal, I was watching with some of the boys there, and they were telling me I was being too harsh. I was like, I'm not being too harsh. Dewey got the ball on the bounce. What do you do? Close him
Close them
down.
down.
Close him down. Make it because people are like, oh, maybe you scared he's gonna get skinned. Bro, I'd rather that you push him or make him have to take a second touch and then he gets a shot away. that's better than you give him 4 days to take the shot on the bounce, and then before the ball even leaves his foot, your back is already turned to him. That is, bro.
Like he already made the conscious decision. I'm gonna turn my back and I'm just gonna try to deflect this, and wherever this goes. Because bro, there was no need.
There was
Genuinely, there was no need. If he had closed down Dewey, it's still 1-0.
It's
You might, do you know what I'm saying? And then
Bro,
what was really getting me and Pato were talking about it. Inter Milan could not string 5 passes together to save their life. Oh my god, they kept hooking along, and it wasn't going to anybody. The touches that Thuram was taking were disastrous as well. Flying over here, going over there, like bro.
They were playing dead ass Timberland football. Like it was, I genuinely couldn't believe it. I'm like, you as a manager, you're seeing what you, and again, it's that stubbornness. Simeone and Arteta have the same stubbornness. You have seen with your own 2 eyes what's happening. You didn't change nothing, even to the fact you let DeMarco come back again for the second half.
No, when you let DeMarco come back for the second half, me and Pato were just like, what?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't. I was like, and then he took him off.
He took him off 8 minutes later. What was the point?
I'm like, bro, a lot of managers, bro, you want to die on this hill? To me, yeah, I just PSG, fantastic, bro. You dismantled these people up and down, bro. Fair play to you. But Inter Milan, hey, this is your second final, and you've lost 2 of them. You've now conceded the most goals in the Champions League final. You've conceded 6 goals in your last 2 finals. Something has to change for you people, bro. I can't believe
they can't even blame Lukaku this time around as well, because he was drunk somewhere celebrating the Scudetto.
Bro, I couldn't believe it, bro. It was ridiculous.
Nah, but Pato, yeah, give us your thoughts and opinions on the game. What did you take home from that game?
Generally, I really thought Inter was gonna win.
So did I.
I really thought, because people talk about this football heritage, like you haven't won it before. That shit is real. Look at Tottenham. But obviously this season, all the bad omens, it didn't matter. If you were a team who didn't win before, this was your season to win. I feel like that shit is gonna reset next season, but everything is going back to type, because this season was an absolute madness. And with that final, yeah, I don't even know, man. 5-0 is like, it's that is pure embarrassment.
Like, 5-0 is like, Pato, did you even try?
Exactly. Like, why did you even? You should have even forfeited, because if you forfeit, it's 3-0.
It's 3-0.
Like 5-0 is like what were you doing? What was the game plan when you knew you were coming to a Champions League final? You knew what the game was. You knew, and you had just lost the Serie A on the last day to Napoli. So where was the fire? Where was the hunger? I can 100% understand losing the Champions League final. My team has lost many of them, no problem. But you can't let it be a whitewash. Like I can't even, like the last 15 Champions League finals that I can remember. It's never been a whitewash like this.
No.
I can't remember the last one that was like a clear someone just got battered. I can't remember it. Like you're supposed to be the second best team in Europe then if you're in the Champions League final and you don't win. But Inter, they were playing like they just met each other that day. Like the building up from the back was crazy. Yeah, it's not as if nobody was seeing PSG play all season. We know when it comes to these games, they will press the hell out of you. So what was your solution for that? Fair play to Luis Enrique. He literally told Dembele, press Sommer. Sommer did not have any time at any point to make any good decisions, make any passes. The pressing from Dembele was unbelievable. I said, bro, are you here to play football? Are you here to press? Philip wasn't interested.
That's what he was trying to get Mbappe to do when he had them sitting down in that room 1-to-1 saying, "Oh, I heard that you like Michael Jordan." He was saying, "I knew you to be a Michael Jordan." Michael Jordan was a beast scoring, but he was also a beast on the defensive side as well. He said, "I need you to set the example." And bro, he didn't want to listen. Look what Dembele is sitting with. Look at the picture on the screen, bro. He's sitting there with a title. You know why? Because he listened. He listened. He put his ego to the side and he said, "You know what? If this is what I need to do in order for our team to win, we're so used to PSG winning domestic trebles and all this type of stuff, but they won a quadruple, boys. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 trophies on top of that. And to cap that off with a Champions League and to demolish the second best team in Europe 5-0 on your way to doing it, bro, they need to give Luis Enrique a statue in that. They need to give him French citizenship.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Luis Enrique gets big ratings from me because he was even saying it. Can't remember who he beat, and he said, "Oh, are we not illegal farmers? Well, illegal farmers, no." And he slapped everybody up. Bro, any team that you thought was gonna win this Champions League, he dealt with them, bro. They brought Man City. He said, "Yeah, nah." They brought Aston Villa. They said Unai Emery is good at European knockout football. He said, "Nah." They brought Slot. They said Liverpool was the best team in the world at that point. He said, "Nah." They brought Arsenal. They said Arteta needs to win a trophy. Blah 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 blah. They just beat
They even
Real
said
Madrid.
Arteta was already beating you this season already. He said, "Okay, hold
He
my drink." He said, "Hold my
said,
drink. Don't
"Nah."
worry."
So Enrique, yeah, I feel like obviously he won that treble with Barcelona, but for me, I used to be like, bro, you had Neymar, Messi, and Suarez, man. Yeah, like obviously you still won it, but it wasn't like you won it with anybody. That's why I rate Mourinho so much.
Mm.
But winning it with a team that has never won it in their history, they just sold their best player, and you've basically got a bunch of kids and Marquinhos. Let's keep it a book. He's the only one that's really experienced. Maybe Dembele as well. And Dembele back in the day didn't like to listen as well, and he just made it click, and he won the Champions League. He's top 3-4 managers in the world right now. He
Yeah.
gets big ratings.
And even the fact that I even brought up Marquinhos, I made a tweet on the night as well saying like I'll be honest, I didn't want PSG to win this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like out of the big boys in Europe, PSG was still the only Euro team I could laugh at in terms of European trophy. But now they've only got their hands on the Champions League. So as an Arsenal fan, there's not a lot I can really chat to them about. Do you know what I'm saying? And the fact that they've won it doing a quadruple, which is something that I know from now until the day I die, I'll never see my club do. Do you know what I'm saying? I just know that for a fact. But the person I was most happiest for was Marquinhos because Marquinhos has been through the ringer with this team, man. He has been there, seen it all. He was there. I'm pretty sure David Beckham times. He was there. Zlatan times. He was there. Cavani times. He was there. Pre Neymar, with Neymar, Messi, not MSN, but do you know what I mean? That little trio. He was there for the remontada against Barcelona when they were 4-0 up and they lost on the night. He was there when they got slapped up by Real Madrid when they were winning comfortably. Like this guy has been through it all. And then when I seen him lift the trophy, it almost brought a tear to my eye because I was like, you know what, bro, you actually deserve this. Like no other person deserves this more than you because you even lost your centre back partnership in Thiago Silva. You had to watch him go to Chelsea, then win a Champions League with Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? And now you finally got your hands on the trophy. Honestly, there's no player in that PSG squad that I'm more happy for than Marquinhos because that guy to me, yeah, he deserves his own statue in that place because he's a club legend. He stuck through. Obviously, money helps as well, but the fact that he stuck there for so many seasons and he was for the most part he was just winning League On and these French cups and all that kind of stuff, which is nice. But Champions League is what you really want. You know what I'm saying? He finally got his hands on that. So honestly, I can't hate on him. I was genuinely so happy for the guy.
Yeah,
So nobody else is happy for him. Hate, you're not even saying you're not happy for him.
Well, fuck PSG, man. Both them niggas, man. But I give credit is due, man. Tactically, it was a brilliant setup, man. It was absolutely fantastic. So, Luis Enrique, bro, you put yourself in the hall.
But boys, I want to turn your attention to this though.
Bukayo Saka
This
has
whole
come under
Bukayo
fire on
Saka
social.
situation. Pato, I'm not sure if you've seen it though, but basically Bukayo Saka is with the England team right now. They're doing a little team bonding. There was the Spanish Grand Prix on the weekend. They were in Spain, so they all went there for they were on the grid or whatever. So usually people give interviews to you on the grid. You can if you want to. You're not really obligated to. You're more there for vibes than anything else. But Sky Sports reporter went up to Bukayo Saka trying to get an interview. And Bukayo was just like, nah, he doesn't really want to do it. But the whole kind of weird vitriol after the fact is just weird. That's kind of getting me. But let me just play this video for you guys, yeah?
Bukayo Saka has come under fire on social media after he declined a grid walk interview during the Spanish Grand Prix. Thomas Tuchel's England squad enjoyed a day of motorsport on Sunday ahead of their World Cup qualifying clash with Andorra next weekend. However, while Captain Harry Kane showed off his passion for Formula One, waxing lyrical about Lando Norris's chances to secure victory in the blazing Spanish sun when interviewed, Saka proved to be decidedly less chatty. Approached by veteran Sky Sports presenter Simon Lazenby, the Arsenal star was asked who he was supporting. However, Saka was uncharacteristically taciturn in his response, saying simply, "Not much to say." Lazenby repeated the comment back to the forward, but this time he offered no response, instead just shaking his head as the reporter moved on. Bukayo Saka has...
what's going on? What's going on? Because I feel like this is such a nothing burger. Like, this is such a non-factor. We even had like clowns like this saying, "Why is Bukayo Saka being a twat so rude?" Bro, you're even a mic in his face. He's there chilling with his guys. Cole Palmer's standing there at the back. They even walk past Eze. Chalaba is right there as well, but it's Saka that he went to straight away. Why did you not go to Eze? Is it not rude that he walked past Eze, someone that just won the FA Cup, won the first trophy for Crystal Palace in their history? You don't want to chat to him. Trevor Chalaba that just done the set with Chelsea as well, won all European trophies which was club. Nah, but it's Bukayo Saka that you went straight forward down the middle. Bukayo said that I'm not really feeling like talking right now. And now I feel like everybody's now trying to use that as a gotcha moment, saying that he's an arrogant prick, he's a twat, all this type of stuff. And I was like, bro, because he didn't want to speak to a reporter when he's on a team building. He's just chilling. As far as I'm aware, I've never seen Bukayo Saka a Formula One or Grand Prix in my life, so he probably doesn't even know what's going on. So why is he gonna start talking as if he knows what he's on about? But Pardo, let me get your thoughts and opinions on this. Like, is this even an issue? Is there even anything we're talking about here?
This is just they have nothing else to say about him, so they're just clutching at straws, trying to find something to say. Because clearly, first of all, he's only there because of the team. It's not like he went out of his way to come to the Formula One and he knows there's going to be reporters there. He's there by force. Thomas Tuchel said about going to watch racing cars, so we all went. Clearly, he doesn't know much. He probably doesn't know much about the sport. So, like you said, he's not going to start saying, "Oh yeah, I think this person's going to win." And thirdly, bro just lost every trophy this season. I'm not trying to talk to nobody, and especially Sky Sports that has been bashing me and my team all season. Oh, now you want a free interview? Nah, bro. You've been on my case the whole season saying we're bottlers. You told me my manager is shit. You told me my strikers are dead. You told me my manager overplayed me. You were talking crazy on my team's name, and now you want an interview? Nah, I'm okay. Go talk to the other man that won trophies this season. They're in a better mood. So why should I be happy when I didn't win? Imagine now he started giving us to start laughing. People be saying, "Oh, he hasn't got that mentality. Why is he happy? He didn't win any trophy. He should be sad. He should be angry." So you can't win either way, to be honest. So people just need to shut the hell up, man. The fella is clearly a nice person, and that England that all them finals that you went to, if Saka wasn't in that team, you wouldn't have even been in any of those finals. And you better just pray that he's in a good mood, because if you do anything in the World Cup or the next Euros, it's going to be probably down to him. People need to get off his back. They wouldn't treat Harry Kane like this. I wonder why.
Yeah, no, I think that's well said, because I feel like this is everybody's gotcha moment for Bukayo Saka, because over the past couple of years, he's not like Rashford where he has a million and change on. He's seen my basketball games and all this type of stuff. I'm not saying there's anything necessarily wrong with that. If that's what Marcus Rashford wants to do, that's what he wants to do. He's entitled to live his life the way he wants to. He's a role man at the end of the day. He works hard for his money, and he can enjoy the fruits of his labor. But I feel like Bukayo Saka, to say that he's an arrogant twat and he's so rude on this type of stuff because he simply didn't want to do an interview, I feel like that's just there's something not right up here. If you're coming to that conclusion, because I would have just saw that he didn't want to give the reporter any type of views. It is what it is. I would have moved on with my day. I wouldn't, like, even if he didn't play for my club, I still would have just looked at it and say, yeah, there's really nothing to that. But H, what do you make of all this, man? Because I just feel like defending Bukayo Saka on the internet is not even enough. Just with dropping videos, I think we start needing to take an AK-47 and start shooting people. Because bro, is Jelly not even funny anymore? How can bro just refuse to do an interview and people are coming out with all these mad think pieces and saying he's this and that just for simply refusing the interview? Do you not think that's a bit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, the thing is, yeah, on these grid walks, yeah. So I find you watch F1, yeah, Sky will always, like, if there's a celebrity on there, they try and get like Tom Cruise to talk to them and shit like that, yeah. But if you actually decline them, like this is like a thing with people that watch F1 on Sky. If you decline an interview from like the person, like the presenter doing the grid walk, yeah, they'll slate you on socials. But the issue, yeah, so this is actually a thing. But the issue here is that because people were already slating Saka, like the F1 fans or F1 fan base was slating Saka. All the football fans, all the like Liverpool fans, United fans, everyone just grabbed the hold of it. The Chelsea fans grabbed it, and then they start running with all their agendas and be like, yeah, we knew it wasn't. So that's what, and then it becomes a whole color thing because, bro, we saw the fucking, what did someone say, like, oh, typical black guy from London, like more concerned about stabbing you up and all that. Like, bro, what? What?
It's like where did you get that from?
Bro, man, I'm moving like, bro, Saka's probably from the suburbs, bro. My man's moving from ends, bro.
He's a good you. Like, he goes straight to
Bro, fella probably went to private school and shit. Like, so
the guy says he reads the Bible every night before he goes to bed.
Bro, it's one of those where it's just like people took it to run their agendas, but now it's like, bro, we're beginning to see, yeah, it is a color thing, bro. Every single and genuinely, like, any agenda that runs against Saka, bro, I'm gonna have to say it's a color thing. Because you've tried to compare him to every other guy under the sun, and he's been better and has proven that he's been better. You've now, because he didn't want to, this is the first time Saka's ever probably done anything publicly. You know, when it's off season, you don't hear anything about Bukayo Saka, bro, until the season starts again. Fella's on a boat with his missus, bro. That's what he does. You don't hear anything. So fella probably even doesn't want to be here. Man's, I just finished the thing. You brought me to go and watch cars fly around in circles, bro, for about 4 hours. Like, so it's like, you put comment, bro, I don't want to, bro, I don't have, and the thing is, he didn't blank him. He actually says, I don't have much to say. Like, what else you want the guy to say? He doesn't have a lot to say. So I was just, it's just ridiculous, man. It's really just, it is just people running their agendas and actually just showing that it is a racial thing when it comes to Bukayo Saka. Like, bro, they're not come and tell me, they're not come and tell me that flipping, I don't know, whoever United saw now is going to be better than Bukayo Saka, bro. Watch.
Listen, they're gonna start saying Cunha is better than him, and I'm pretty sure Brian and Bremo as well. I think he's decided to join to join United over Sports. Speaking of transfers, anyways, though, Pato, I wanted to put this to your attention. You still haven't gotten this first deal over the line, and apparently they've rejected 130 million. They're looking for 50 million euros. Now let's do the currency conversion, boys. Yeah, what's 150 million euros in pounds? Because obviously,
like
it's gonna be the record. 135, 130. It's gonna be if we do it, it's gonna be the British record transfer, and this is getting ridiculous because how can every season is the new British record transfer? That was actually ridiculous. What is going on here, boys? 150 million. Is your name Ronaldo? 150 million.
It's good. Yeah, so if you actually pay that, it's gonna work out to be 126 million pounds.
Yeah, British record. What's the record now? Caicedo, yeah?
So I think it's like 110.
110 or 115, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't understand. And what I'm hearing is basically Leverkusen are a bit pissed off about how cheap we got Frimpong for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's their problem because because they didn't do his contract properly. The release clause was low, and we paid it. So now they're trying to recoup what he's really worth and add that little extra on top of the Verts money. So they're basically saying we're getting the money we think we deserved, one way or the other. So Verts should be.
That's why they're trying to hold you to ransom for 150 million euros.
The Verts that said, "I'm going, whether you like it or not, I'm going." Leverkusen saying, if they don't pay the money, you're not going. And obviously, he's up in the Germany national team thinking, he's probably reading all these tweets as well, like, 150, I'm only a small boy. I'm just a small boy. What do you mean? 150 million. But I'm optimistic that we're just gonna have to pay the money. Because because you can't let this be a thing so they can laugh at us again. See again. So this one, can I just say, the Caicedo money, the Lavia money, the Brennan money, the Chua money, We've been
Just
holding.
come and join it. Come and join everything.
It's not even joining. It's the same bread. We've just been
Yeah.
holding the bread for like 5 years. The bread is just there under the mattress, waiting to be spent. And it's like we're begging people, please take the money. And people are just putting different obstacles in front of us. But I do think it's still gonna get done because at the end of the day, Verts doesn't want to stay at Leverkusen. He doesn't, and I know he's gonna make sure this deal gets done. There's no way Verts is gonna stay and be managed by Eric Ten Hag. There's no way. There is no way. He will fight tooth and nail to get out of that club. Trust me. And he said no to everybody else. So it's not even like anybody can come back in from. It's just gonna take a little bit longer, I guess. Yeah.
Or do you think he's worth 150 million euros though?
No, none of these boys are. All this Caicedo and Lavia and all these boys, they're not worth it, man. I can't even remember the last person that went over 100 million that actually banged. Who banged? Nobody.
You can say somewhat. You can say obviously without using trophies. If you're not going to use trophies, you can say somewhat Declan Rice is banged. But I will say he definitely needs trophies to cement it.
Exactly. For me, if you go to like one of the top 10 clubs in the world and you're over 100 million, you have to win.
You have to bang and you have to win trophies.
Yeah, and for me, even after you need to win a league or a Champions League because when people say, "Oh, Bruno Fernandes banged at Man United," maybe he banged individually, but did he really bang? Because what did he bring? I can't remember the last player that was over 100 mil that really, really banged. All these people and clearly there's a pattern. If you're over 100 million, you're not going to be worth it.
Would you not say somebody like I'll probably say Gareth Bale back in the day?
How many years? Somebody that's even retired. How many years ago is that? And all these boys that have gone for 100 million recently, they wouldn't even sniff Gareth Bale's boots, and now they're all the same price as him. Like Caicedo.
Do you think would you say Gareth Bale is the best Welsh footballer of all time, better than Giggsy?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are better than Giggs, to be honest.
Really?
I think Mane is better than Giggs. Giggs had longevity, but if you're going to take them in one match, in their prime, I would take so many other players over Giggs. But the thing is, great players aren't just good for 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons. Yeah. Giggs was good for 15 years, and that's a skill in itself. So I won't disrespect Giggs, but I think obviously Gareth Bale and then Giggs under him. But in terms of wingers or whatever you want to say, attackers, I think Giggs is not that high in the pecking order, in my opinion. But that's not.
No, that's fair enough. I just wanted to just digress the conversation for a little bit though. But yeah, if you guys do pay this record fee, 126 million pounds, 150 million euros, what would that mean for your budget for the summer then? Because I don't think you'd be able to really get that Kekrest deal through and all this stuff. No, because I'm not even trying to pocket watch, but that'd be nearly 200 M's that you would have spent on 2 players alone.
Okay,
from the same club.
So this would be 126, and Frimpong was 29.5 pounds. Yeah. So we're at what's that? 155.
Yeah, 155. 160 from around off. Yeah.
Yeah, we still have money to spend. Diaz is apparently going to Saudi, is what I'm hearing.
Nunez I've been hearing about that. Weezy going to Saudi as well, but nothing's really materializing on that.
Let's see.
But at the same time, I've been hearing a lot of links of Diaz to Barcelona. His dad has been trying to push for that Barcelona move for the past couple of years now as well.
I wouldn't mind, to be honest. It just depends on who we're going to get in because he's 28. He's actually on a really shit contract. He's on 55k a week. So he's going to... Yeah, I don't know how... Whoever his agent is bleeding shite. But yeah, he's on 55k a week. So it depends on who we're going to get in. I don't really know how that's going to go. But the thing is, Slot has the budget of 2 summer transfer windows in one because he got no money last summer. He obviously is supposed to get money this summer, so that's 2 windows. And he won the league.
He signed Chiesa last summer, though,
bro. I could have paid for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think even with the signings, I think he's still gonna get Verts, Frimpong, Kerkez, and one more player. I just don't know who or what position. Don't know if it's going to be a centre-back or a centre-forward. I would prefer both, but I need to be realistic. This is Liverpool at the end of the day. And we're not used to spending mad amounts of money. I think the most... I don't even know if I've ever seen us spend more than 100 million in the whole transfer window. So to do this,
I'll just say, once you spend this money on this guy, the party's over, bro. You have to go home. There's no more. UB's like when you go to the club, you buy the ball of a zoo now, and now the lights are on, and now
you buy that long bottle of the Don Julio and you hold on to that shit for dear life.
Bro. You just pray that drink is gonna be moving like it's gonna be never ending, bro. I won't lie to you, man. Once you sign this guy, the party is done, bro.
No, because I won't even lie to you, yeah. Because your club, like my club, are along the same because we both have American owners. I promise you, Pato, yeah, they're gonna sign Verts, yeah, and they're gonna start penny pinching in the way you've never seen penny pinching in your life. In your life, even our ancestors, yeah, because we're all Nigerian here. Even our ancestors will be proud in the way they're going to be penny pinch as well. All the PR about they're really close to the PSR rules. They don't want to get in trouble with this and that and all that kind of stuff. Because your club has promised you a big summer. My club has promised me a big summer as well. But only one of the clubs is actually moving serious, and that happens to be your club so far, because you've already signed a player. We're still deciding between Victor Gyökeres and Benjamin Sesko and all this type of stuff. And yeah, I tell you, if I could tell him something, this is what I tell him: stop trying to fucking sign Nico Williams. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it be done with, because I'm sick and tired of hearing this guy's name every single year. And when I hear his name, do you know what they attach to it? Oh, it's going to be a hard deal to be done because of wage issues. It's the exact same wage issues he had in January, he had last summer, and the summer before that. He's not changing. He said he wants how much he wants. If you're not going to sign him, go for somebody else.
do you know how much he wants?
Apparently, he's on like a 250K a week at Bilbao right now.
That's what he's on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So
apparently he wants to be the top earner at the club.
Oh yeah, and Saka should just be looking at him. Deadly.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying to myself, why would we make you the top earner in the club? What are you bringing with you? Like when you make that move from Spain, am I going to see a couple of Liga titles in there? I'm going to see a treble in there. I'm going to see a Champions League. I'm going to see a Europa League. No, all you're going to show me is what, a couple there, right?
And
we have an FA Cup as well. What's the difference?
I think it's the age. He has the potential to be that superstar, like a marquee. Like he could be a Thierry Henry.
He doesn't play like he's a winger.
No, I mean like in terms of the celebrity, like the gravitas that he'll bring.
A black Spanish guy really having that gravitas. They're not used to that one in Spain.
Yamal is there.
Yeah, no, but Yamal plays for Barcelona. It's a little bit different. This guy plays for Bilbao. So, you know what I mean? Like, well, Yamal, Barcelona have to prop him up because he's the best player. So they're not gonna do anything else except for prop him up. But this black youth that plays for Bilbao, that plays in the Basque region, do you think they give a fuck about that guy?
He's a but yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't give a shit about that guy. But boys, I wanted to turn your attention to this little clip that I seen on Twitter earlier as well. Yeah, just discussing that whole Victor Gyökeres and Benjamin Sesko situation. But apparently these lads were doing and this guy, one of the guys, is really close with Victor Gyökeres. Apparently they played in the same team together. So he basically FaceTimed them and just asking them what's going on with the whole transfer situation. But yeah, H especially, I want to get your thoughts and opinions on this.
Jeg lurer på, jeg vet du ikke kan si så mye om det, Victor, men altså hvor havna du i løpet av sommeren? Kan du gi oss et lite hint? Blir det Arsenal? Hva alternativet da?
Vi får se. Det är ingen som jag önskar kunde säga något roligare svar.
Ja, men
det blir det svaret alltid.
Ja, jag skjønner det.
Ja, men det, Victor, jävla kjekt å prate med deg, og så snakkes med. Og så melder du med når det ordnet og signert ned i Arsenal. Ja. Yes. Fine. Ok, kos deg. Ha det, gubben.
Ha det, fra Bernt.
No, especially just that little part, last part of the clip page. Do you think we're actually gonna sign him?
Listen, we're not gonna sign bleeding Victor Gyökeres, man. People need to solve this rubbish, man. People, bro, what? I don't understand, because my man say yeah at the end of the thing, bro. That's, bro. You know, if you want to jump off the phone and people are still talking to you, you can say yes, bro. Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah. Bro, don't mind these guys, man. Must have moved the Gokras to Arsenal, bro. Listen, Arteta knows who he wants, bro. Arteta knows the profile of the guy he wants, bro. If that's more than likely probably gonna be Benjamin Sesko. If it's Benjamin Sesko, bro, just give me a striker, bro. I don't just give me you, bro. I don't care, bro. Just give me someone that's gonna play up top, bro. Like, bro, this is like we're dragging to all this speculation for what? Like, bro, nobody like we actually will not know until it pops up on Arsenal's official handle and we see the guy holding the jersey, bro. No one's gonna know, bro. What about if we sign both of them? How about that?
You know the thing is, yeah. Apparently, this Zubimendi deal has been wrapped up for like a while, and I seen some the other day he was going to do his medical. I promise you, boys, yeah, that Zubimendi deal is probably not going to get announced until like mid-June, late June, because Arsenal Football Club, yeah, one thing I hate about them is how slow they are when it comes to signing players. Like they take it'll be reported by Fabrizio, yeah, that we're in negotiations this week, yeah. In 2 weeks' time, he'll give us another update saying Arsenal are still locked in negotiations, waiting for the sporting director to come back from holiday. Another 2 weeks later, he'll give another update. Oh yeah, the sporting director and his wife just finished knocking, so Arsenal are just being respectful to give them that cool enough period of time as well to be able to wrap the deal. They don't move with any sense of urgency. Everything is at a snail's pace. And this is why I'm not confident going into next season because, bro, if you're not able to get the signings in quickly, boom, bang, in the door. Bro, look how quickly Chelsea wrapped up Liam Delap. That seemed to be fast. He's in the door. Look how quickly Liverpool wrapped up Frimpong. Fast. In the door. Look how quickly Real Madrid wrapped up Dean Huijsen. Fast. In the door. But look how quickly think Man City are trying to wrap up that Tachani Randes deal as well. Going for Ryan Cherky. They're trying to wrap it up quickly. But my club, we're monitoring, weighing up, discussing, agreed personal terms. Do you know what I'm saying? Being respectful, waiting for this player to come back from holidays. You know, I actually seen something from an Arsenal fan on Twitter the other day that genuinely made me laugh. Yeah, they said that he said that we're gonna sign Sesko, but we're just waiting for Sesko to come back from holidays in Brazil.
Bro.
What? Sesko doesn't have a phone. He can't talk.
Bro, if you're a serious club, you sign him before he goes on holiday, man.
If you're a serious club, you sign him while he's on holiday. Send him a jersey to Brasilia, wherever he is. Hold up that little chat. Get someone to send me a little WhatsApp picture, and we get that out there right now.
Yeah, literally.
What do you mean you're waiting for him to come back from holidays?
Bro, we're gallus, bro. We like to flirt, man. That's what we like to move along, bro. It's just one of them. Look, the things with transfers like this is just like once you have, and especially with German clubs, man. Like, look what they're doing to Patrick Slot, bro. Like, talk less of what they're gonna try and do for Shesko, bro. Guys, just one of them. It's like, bro, summertime, bro. A lot of these guys had long season, man. But they're probably just trying to be respectful and be like, bro, okay, we'll give you your time. But this is the thing. If you're giving him time, don't think other clubs are not gonna be like, fuck that, man. Let me go and ring. We'll fly to you, bro. We'll fly to you. We'll arrange a little dinner thing. Let's go and tell, bro. That's what happens. And if you snooze, you lose, bro. I don't want Arteta to come out and say, oh, we were in good talks with the player and then out of nowhere did it. Bro, that's on you lot, man. That's not on us. Bro, you have the budget. Go on, bro. Even me, I can go and set up a meeting in Brazil. I have a client in Brazil. If you want me to go and talk to him, I can go and do that. Do you know what I'm saying? I can do that for you. It's not a problem. But it's just like, bro, all this flair and all this, oh, we're here and then we're not on that. Bro, it's flipping long, bro. Sign the guys you want before preseason starts. Go into the preseason. You have your squad, bro. Obviously, maybe you get an extra 2 signings getting close to the side of the season, but have your guys and then go. Not all this flirting you're doing, bro. And then it's like the last 2 days of the season. Now you're getting people in, bro. Bro, by that time it's too late because every other club has wrapped up their signings. They've done their preseason with the players. They're going to be in a better shape than you going into the new season. And if you lose now 2 games at the start of the season, it's over. It's done.
And I think it's going to be pivotal because I really think the next season start race is going to be those 3 clubs again: Liverpool, City, Arsenal. And I think it's going to be really tight because if we're looking at everyone's circumstance, Arsenal need to win a trophy. People are saying Arteta's job is on the line. Pep is tired of the disrespect that he got this year, so he's coming back with a vengeance. And obviously, Slot is trying to go back to back. So the way you start off the season, bro, like H just said, your whole title charge can be finished in the first 10 games. And if you're having players that are coming in without a preseason, they're trying to embed, bro, they don't even know like how to get home from training because they don't know the roads, all this type of stuff. Yeah, you could just mess up your whole season. If you get your players in early, whatever country you're going to for your preseason tour, they need to be the first person on the bus or the plane or the train or wherever you're getting on, because they need to get embedded in the squad quickly. They need to know your playing style very, very quickly. Because from day one, you need to be on it. If you want to win the Premier League, you basically have to be on it from day one to match day 38. And if you're just wasting time, whatever the word is, around and not getting the players in early, bro, it's gonna be it can really mess up your chances.
Bro, the season starts when the transfer window opens. That's when the season starts. Seeing Football Manager, bro, after I've won my treble, I cool off. I take me 1 week, 2 weeks off. But guess what? I'll be looking at my shortlist. I'll be looking at, okay, who do I need to start whining and dining before the transfer, so I can officially go and attack them with a £50 million bid type thing. Bro, your season starts whenever the transfer window opens. You can't wait until 2 weeks. Bro, people are going to get snapped up. And then even look at Shirky, bro. See, you're trying to grab Shirky. Why would you not grab the most promising 10 in world football right now? Why would you not go?
Wouldn't even cost you that much as well.
30 M's, bro. They're about to get another KDB on a cheap.
I'm even thinking, why don't we grab him instead of this verse that's giving us trouble? Big man thing.
Well, I heard certain Arsenal fans say they don't want Ryan Cherky because he'll block the pathway for Max Dellman. I said, no, man.
Can you imagine
Max Dellman?
Talking about blocking the pathway for a 15-year-old, bro.
I actually said you lot are a bunch of nonsense, man. You're a bunch of nonsense. Nonsense. 15-year-old guy hasn't kicked professional football a day in his life. I should hold a spot warm instead of getting somebody that is the hazard regen. I should be keeping the spot warm for a 15-year-old. I don't know whether or not he's going to be good, because he looks sick against under 19s, under 18s, under 23s. But what's he going to look like when he gets body checked by Tarkowski or somebody like that? Do you know what I'm saying? When Adama Traore goes in with a 50-50 shoulder, what's he going to do then?
And then you want Nwaneri to be your backup on the right as well.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, why can't we stack up on all the talent? Why do we have to be some paupers that we can only have one good player, max one position? Why not? Grab everybody and try fit them in, or rotate, or do the sensible thing that we've all been begging Arteta to do. Rotate the squad. Take some players out. Like I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, I thought Jacob Kivior was shit, but you know why? Because I never saw the guy play. Rotate the squad. That's what it is. But certain people are telling me, oh yeah, Max Dellman is next up. Don't worry, he's coming for other guys' position. What if he doesn't?
Yeah, 15 is young.
You know what I'm saying? Genuinely, what if he doesn't? I don't want to pin my hopes on a 15-year-old. That's too much pressure on the kid. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't really buy into all this life, because he's just a kid. Let him be a kid. Do you know what I'm saying? But this Arsenal Football Club, yeah, when it comes to transfers, yeah, they move at a snail's pace. I'm still, because it's only been open a couple of days, I'm not really going to get on them too much. But if this first little period of the transfer window opens, because I know it opens for about a week to 7 days, then it closes, then it opens back up again. If we don't make at least like one signing with that period, that's going to tell me everything I need to know going forward for next season, that we're just not serious and nothing's going to change. Because if I'm seeing you guys make a signing, if I'm seeing City make potentially 2 signings and within that period, even Chelsea grabbing one or two people in there as well, other people making moves, do you know what I'm saying? And we're still sitting here like bread when we desperately need the bodies coming into the door. Well, it's going to tell me everything I need to know if this club is actually serious. Because you cannot be watching all your rivals pick up trophies and you're still sitting on your hands. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that.
You should be the most aggressive team in the transfer market.
Absolutely, but I haven't seen it. Maybe they're gonna surprise me or something like that. They're doing something crazy within the background. But yeah, even that,
I'm gonna sign Raheem Sterling on a 4-year deal.
Oh, brother. I seen that his kid signed for the Arsenal U team. I literally just said it to, to myself in my head. I said, Arsenal Football Club, do not even try anything funny. Do not even try anything funny. This kid plays for the Arsenal U team now. You're gonna sign his dad on a permanent deal. I swear to God, that's. I could burn down the whole stadium. I could burn down the stadium.
No, he's going to Fulham.
Dude,
Sterling. I think so.
Let him go to Saudi, man. Go Saudi. Go bake off for like a year or two. Earn your P.
Yeah. This guy wants him away from his kids, man.
He's not even 30 yet. He's still only 29. So I think he just wants to stay in the Prem for a couple more years. Then he'll probably dip to Saudi.
Well, Hedge, I wanted to ask you. Apparently, Kingsley Coman is not signing a new deal with Bayern Munich, so he's available on a free. Would you take him?
No.
Between him and Leroy Sané,
Bro,
you wouldn't take Kingsley Coman?
Give him bring Leroy Sané, bro. See, Kingsley Coman is injury prone. I know Sané is injury prone, but Sané can he's done it in the Prem. I would trust the guy that's done it in the Prem over the guy that hasn't done it in the Prem, bro.
But I also trust the guy that's won. Was it like 10 or 11 league titles in a row?
Listen, me too. I can win 10 on a league in Germany, bro. I can do it as well, bro. That's nothing special over them sides. I won't lie to you, bro. It's like me going to France and winning all the baguette cups. Bro, I can do it, bro. It's all right. It's okay. But I'm trusting the guy that has done in the Prem time in, time out. I know the legs ain't what they used to be, but I trust him. Kingsley Coman, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, one shoulder barrage, bro. That's ACL, MCL, BCL, bro. Everything's finished. He's done his raps, bro. Now, what happens then? We're now stuck now. Well, we bring Martinelli back though, innit? He'll come back. He'll come back.
I think you should stay away from both of them, to be honest. Because why do you want to be the club that keeps taking people's players when they're not good anymore?
No.
See, I mean, like with Kingsley Coman, yeah, I feel like there's still a bit of juice there. Yeah, call me crazy. I wouldn't take Leroy Sané, but I'll take Kingsley Coman because I just feel like there's still a bit of juice there, and I would kind of opposite to Leroy Sané. Kingsley Coman at least will still listen. I feel like Leroy Sané right now, the way his career is kind of gone, he's kind of like in his bad boy era or something like that. The guy, I'll be seeing the guy pushing managers, trying to fight referees, and all this type of stuff. Don't forget when Mane hit him a slap or a box a couple of years ago as well for calling him a black cunt or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's gone into that guy's head, but I just feel like Kingsley Coman will be a lot more coachable. I don't want that little thug Leroy Sané in my dressing room. Do you know what I mean? Confusing the rest of the players. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, listen. I know I don't like a lot of football rejects, but Kingsley Coman, that's one I'll make an exception for.
I have never signed that guy on any football game I've ever played, bro. And that says a lot, bro. Not even as a backup, bro.
What does that even mean? There's a bunch of players you probably never signed up.
No, bro. Even as a backup, I've never signed them, bro. I've never grabbed them for any reason, bro. It says, bro, you know when you don't sign a player in a game, bro, that means in real life that guy is not what you think he is, bro.
Yeah, he's not it anymore, man. If this was like 4 years ago, yeah, it would be excellent. But just leave these 28, 29-year-olds that have basically finished their career, because I can guarantee Kingsley Coman is not going to get any better, and he's not in his prime either. So what's the point?
See, that's the thing is I don't need him to be any better. I just need him to be a backup. Just come in and just do your job. He's a veteran in this game now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Who would he be a backup for?
He could play either wing. He plays more on the left wing than anything else.
So he's going to be the backup.
He can even start over Martinelli as well, because we're gonna come here and say that Coman is not better than Martinelli.
He is, but that is still not Premier League winning level.
It's not, but you still need it. You still need a winger on top of that ball. Like, say if you grab, who is even a top winger these days, man?
This is what the scouting department needs to be doing, because Coman is not going to win you the Premier League. I'm
not saying he's good. I'm not saying sign him so we can go win the league, but I'm saying he's a nice addition to have in the squad. Somebody that will bring a winning mentality, because he's won league titles. He's even won the Champions League as well. Do you know what I'm saying? He scored in Champions League final. Do you know what I'm saying? So he bring a winning mentality. I'm not saying Kingsley Coman is now what we need to get us over the line, but I'm just saying for someone that'll be available free, it's something that you should potentially look at.
But his wages is going to be quite hefty, because he's Kingsley Coman, and you need a starting left winger, which is the first priority. So if you bring Kingsley Coman, he shouldn't even be starting. So now you have Coleman, you have Martinelli, you have Trossard. All of them should not be starting. And now you need a starter on top of that. Just get the starter, man. And whoever is left is the.
Yeah, no, but who's a good viable start? Like, who's a left winger that will come in and change and rock that left side? Like, who's a top winger in the world? Like, in the world right now that could even come in and make a difference?
I don't know who it is, but I just know you can't have Martinelli or Trossard start next season.
Oh, brother, tell me about
That's all I know. You know, sometimes you don't know the answer, but you know what the answer is.
But I know the answer to a different question, and I know for a fact. Martinelli or Trossard should not be starting, especially Martinelli. That guy. I'm so done with that guy. I'm so done with that guy. I've been saying if we're a serious club, we get rid of Martinelli this season. Generally, in my opinion, for a serious club, because to me he's not going to get better than what he is currently right now. And right now as well, his value is not going to be higher than what it is. Before other people start catching on to how truly crap this guy is, get rid of him now. Because people gave him allowances last season because injuries and all that kind of stuff, and you know what I mean, Xhaka was gone and blah blah, got Havertz in, all this type of shit. People were making excuses. This season, not a lot of people are making excuses for him. I say get rid now, because Martinelli and Trossard, you're gonna get the most money from Martinelli. Trossard, I don't mind hanging on to for another year. Then you look to move him on, because in a year's time he'll be looking at 32. He's looking at 31 later this year. That's what I'm saying. But Martinelli, get rid of that guy now, or convert him to a wing back, because going forward, the guy is atrocious.
A wing back is crazy,
bro. His defensive stats is better than his attacking stats.
That's crazy.
All I can say is like I checked the numbers, bro. Kingsley Coman has this season 41 games. 7 goals. So what's the difference between him and Martinelli? And
at least,
no.
I get what you're saying in that essence here, but I feel like Kingsley Coman, yeah, if he played in our system within our squad, he'll do better than Martinelli. Because what I'm so sick of Martinelli doing, yeah, I'm even gonna turn the camera down, yeah, so I can show you. You know when he has the ball, and you can see, and he does this, and he starts shifting it side to side like this. That rubbish irks my soul. Because brother, who's that working on? Genuinely, who's that working on? Has the ball just shifting it side to side, trying to take on somebody. Then they eventually stick a foot and take the ball off him, and then he falls to the ground, holding his hand like this, waving around on the ground. Bro, when Martinelli has the ball, I know he's going to lose it. Like I have no doubt in my mind, I know he's going to lose it.
All I know is don't bring me a 7 goal a season guy. Go bring your 80, 90, 100 million pound.
But that 7 goals that were critical in Bayern Munich winning that league title.
Well, they were gonna win the league, but if you take all them goals out, the goal
difference.
They're
win the league, bro.
No, listen, Harry Kane scored all the goals last year. Did they win the league?
Oh, so Kingsley Coman was the defining factor this season.
Listen, he's good. Those 7 goals were monumental, boys. Yeah, don't get it twisted.
What about Eberechi Eze?
That I wouldn't mind, but I just think the fee that Crystal Palace are going to look from is going to be a bit stupid.
He doesn't have a release clause, no?
I think the release clause is about 60 mil.
Oh, grab that.
60 mil?
Yeah, but he's not true. For
60 mil?
Yeah, I think so. I even think 70, 80 mil for Eze.
70, 80?
I think
Eze's not a winger. He's not a true winger. Like he's more of like a 10.
Yeah.
He's not a winger. Like imagine your left wingers coming in from the left to come and play central, bro. What's the other guy doing that?
Yeah.
What's the guy gonna do?
That's true.
Other guy is not gonna move to the wing. That guy has zero pace.
Bro, Eze can play on the wing, man. Trust me.
He can, but he likes to be in the center.
He likes to be in the pockets, man. It's not really. But bro, go and beg Liel. What's this doing? These people?
Arteta's gonna get him to be hugging that touchline. He's not seeing the center of that pitch. He's hugging that touchline.
But Arteta needs to understand. You need to play to the player's strength as well. And Lewis Kelly side as well. He can come and hug the touchline and let Eze, invert. You do inverted winger instead of inverted fullback. I don't know, man.
That's the question.
the guy should just go and beg Rafael Leao, man. That's what she do, bro.
That's true. You know, that guy is suffering in AC Milan.
Yeah, no, but they just got a new manager. The new manager wants to keep him, so it's a bit long. It's just like the whole situation with Rodrigo as well. That Xabi Alonso's coming now. He's had talks with Xabi Alonso, so he's like, okay, cool. I don't really want to leave that much anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like your current job you currently hate it right now because you're a manager and stuff like that. You get new management in, you kind of say, maybe I can stay for a little bit and see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. It's tough to get good top talent because everybody is 100 million now. That's the problem. Cunha would have been a good addition for you.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. I think for him maybe he didn't want to be a backup or something like because he plays more on the right than the left. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm sorry, brother, but in no lifetime will we ever bench Bukayo Saka for you.
Is he left-footed?
Cunha, I'm not too sure.
Left-footed, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man, to find a winger.
Did I say Cunha? I mean Remo.
There is no world-class left wingers, you know, that aren't Vinny or Cavara, bro. There's not. Because if you think of anyone from like the top 3 down, the gap between number 5 and number 3 is so far. There is no top left wingers like there is top right wingers. Like it's
who's like
bro, the game's in the middle.
Who are the top 3 left wingers in the league right now?
In the Prem,
is there even any? What?
Bro, the best left winger in the Premier League is probably Anthony Gordon.
That's crazy.
I'll be so real. It probably is.
Gakpo,
and then maybe you have like maybe then you have like Gakpo, and maybe Justin Kluivert, maybe.
Yeah, it's not great, you know. Maybe you don't need to have a good left winger, man, because nobody does.
I think, bro, the football should move on from left wingers, bro. They should move on from left wingers, bro.
Just buy a left wing back and get them to just spam crosses.
Honestly.
I don't even know who you can grab, but I shall you buy the striker anyway. So you a striker.
Use by a striker that likes to come off the left. That's it.
Because you never know, Sesko could unlock Martinelli. And then you have Zubimendi as well, so they can do that Xhaka left.
I mean, I've been hearing that for the past 2 years, that he needs a left back that's left footed to be able to receive passes on his left side. Then we need a left 8 that can overlap as well and create pockets. He's the only footballer that I genuinely know that needs all these circumstances in order for him to actually play football. Instead of him just actually playing football and being good at football, that you can actually say, okay, maybe broski, we need to get you some help. But the way you're playing, you don't deserve any help. You deserve to be on the bench.
But if he does a madness and he picks up that form from the 22-23 season,
bro, I've let that go. That thing is nearly 3 years ago. He's that player is not coming back.
But for him, he personally needs to prove you wrong and prove to people that are doubting him wrong.
He doesn't even need to prove me wrong. He needs to prove himself wrong first and foremost. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're on 180 bags a week and you're putting in those type of performances, you should be ashamed of yourself first and foremost.
Martinelli's on
108, and that's the reason. Listen, I have a whole theory with that guy. Yeah, in that 22-23 season, his missus wasn't living with him. She was still back in Brazil doing a nursing degree or whatever she was. Yeah, and the minute that little Egypt got that 180 bags a week, if you see his weight fluctuation from what he looked like 2 years ago to what he looks like now, he's putting a lot of weight. Not even in the right place as well. He just looks chunky. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's clearly he's been eating good. The money's been making a difference. But ever since he got that bag, he hasn't been the same player. He has not been the same player because him and Saka got that bag the exact same time. Remember we were discussing when we were going to the Champions League final. This was them in that 22-23 season. Yeah, they both took a step here. One guy went here, the other guy went here. The gap between them is too massive. It
used to be close.
It used to be close. Like one guy took a step here, and then he just fell off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? Because why is one guy on the other side is getting triple, double team, quadruple team, and you're just free as a bird on the left side, free, have all the time and space in the world. Nobody even pays attention to what you're doing. Nobody respects your thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
People, when Martinelli's on the ball, people go, let him shoot.
Bro, I'll be if I was playing against Arsenal, I'll say yeah, let him dribble. You ain't gonna do shit with it anyways.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, the guy I'd probably take a gamble on. And I remember I saw him in one, I think it was the Europa League final, man, for Villarreal. Your man, Yermi Pino, left wing. I would take a gamble on that guy. Because the certain what I saw that day against United, man, that fellow's on demon mode, bro. Like he doesn't, the numbers aren't great. They're not great. But I saw something. And I said, bro, when that fella's at 25, 26, yeah. Hey, you can kill a lot. You can kill a lot. I saw the dribble. I said, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. If you want to, I feel like if you are like, okay, I need to win the league, like I have to win the league. I'm going for people with numbers. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to.
Numbers doesn't always translate though.
No, but it's more of a guarantee to translate. If you've scored 20 goals a season for 4 years and now you come to Arsenal, I'm pretty sure you're gonna score 20 goals. Do you know what I mean? That's why the Gokares one makes more sense than Sesko, in my opinion. I don't want to know about your playing style and how you fit in and blah, blah. Do you score or you don't score? If you score, come. If you don't score, stay at home. Simple as that. Because I don't know, Arteta wants this Sesko guy because he's gonna fit into the mold of the team, and I like the way he plays. Brother, does he put the ball in the back of the net? If you want to buy a player that scores 13 goals and use five assists in the league, just pull Havertz back up front. You're brand new. It's the exact same thing. You'd be brand new, and so you couldn't score 20 goals in whatever league he's in the what league?
Bundesliga.
In the Bundesliga. But now it's the Premier League, and you're gonna come to him and be scoring 20 goals. Do you know the people that have tried to score 20 goals in this league? They didn't score it. Anelka didn't score it.
I've seen Shevchenko come in, and Crespo's come in. Even Torres that was kicking ball at Liverpool went to Chelsea. What did he do? He didn't even score more than 10 league goals in any of the time that he was there. You know what I'm saying? So bigger people are falling. And Pato, you know how I feel about this anyways. Get the guy that's banging the goals. I don't care what league he's doing it in. Like, the fact that he's doing it in Europe is good enough for me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, go and bring me a South American, man. We're all looking at the wrong people, bro. We're all looking at the Europeans, bro. Bring me a guy from Colombia, bro. Go and bring them.
The last South American striker that we had was Carlos Vela, bro.
Bro, look, or take Carlos Vela right now.
Remember those stupid chip passes that he likes to do all the time.
Bro, bring me a South American, man. Bring me a guy that's hungry, bro. Hasn't eaten 5 days, man. I'm telling you, hat-trick first day of the Prem. I've seen it already, bro.
Boys, we have a first comment. Kieran Fletcher said, "What's going on?" Right now, Kieran, we're just discussing a bit of transfer talk with Arsenal. We're talking about the whole striker situation. So basically trying to dissect between Victor Gyökeres or Benjamin Sesko. I'm team Victor Gyökeres all the way, because how I feel about it is, if a guy's able to score over 100 goals in 105 games, is it was, bring him in. I don't have time for a project striker. I don't know how you feel about Kieran, but you can let us know your thoughts and opinions about that as well.
But yeah, like there's no way you're gonna get a guy that scored 13 goals, 13 in the Bundesliga. You couldn't score 20 goals in the Bundesliga.
It's not like he was even putting up Haaland numbers for me to even be like kind of excited about, but they keep telling me the potential is there. He has the potential to be the best superstar 9 and the best striker and all this type of stuff. I'm like, I genuinely hear what you're saying, because obviously scouts, they get paid big bucks. They know football a lot better than we do, but I don't see that right now, and I don't want that like now. I need a striker that's gonna come in and is the best striker in the world for me right now. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't have time to wait, was it 2 or 3 years for this guy to possibly explode? And I'm saying, what if he doesn't explode? Like, for me, if he signed Victor Gyökeres, like I told you, Paco, as well, and if it doesn't work, I can't blame you for lack of ambition, because for every stat, I see why you signed him. For the money, I see why you signed him, because it would be a lot less than Sesko. So if he doesn't bang, which is a big if as well, I can't blame you for not going and grabbing him, because he was the best on the market. Do you know what I'm saying? genuinely he's the best on the market. So why don't you just go and get the best in the market and put him in? They're talking about, oh, if Victor Gyokeres is not going to be playing our system and he all he does is bully ball, he's kicking around and all that kind of stuff. Pep had to play towards Haaland as well to a certain degree. What like the way they make excuses for Martinelli, saying that he needs all these perfect conditions as well. Why can't Arteta coach a different way? Do you know what I'm saying? Why can't he coach a different way? Why can't he have a player that's going to challenge him, that you're going to have to make him fit into and all this kind of type of stuff as well? Just going to get to a few comments, boys. David said we don't got time. That's true. No, David, you're absolutely right. This season we need to surprise the whole country, bro. Surprise the whole country. Go sign Victor Gyokeres. Because listen, as a Liverpool fan, even for you, Papa, you're gonna sit up and take notice if Arsenal sign Victor Gyokeres. You're gonna say shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be scared. I want us to grab him.
Do you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, oh shit, the one that got the best striker possible. You're gonna now when Arsenal is on the calendar, you're gonna be like, fuck, I don't know how we're gonna get past this. Do you know what I'm saying? But even Kieran Fletcher said, I'm a Liverpool fan from the start. I've been on Team Gyokeres. I've watched a decent amount of Sesko this season, and he is promising, but certainly not the finished product. And exactly, Kieran, you're saying Victor Gyokeres' numbers are scary. That's what I want. We don't have that fear factor in our squad. They still, even though we don't get bullied anymore, like Arsenal Football Club, don't say we have a soft underbelly and all that kind of stuff, but we're still kind of easy to get at, because if you pack that middle, forces out wide, somebody can double and triple team Bukayo Saka on the right. You leave the left completely free. You block that middle, job done. Arsenal Football Club is not scoring. Hit them on the counter attack, score a quick goal, and just sit back. You're winning that game. You're winning that. You're genuine. That's what me and you watched when we went to go watch the West Ham game. I'm a lion. That's what we watched live. That's what we watched live in the flesh. Compact the middle. Saka wasn't even fit at that time, but the right hand side was completely nullified. Hit us on the counter attack. We didn't score a goal. Nobody was willing to try anything. I'm seeing my captain doing up cheerleader on all this type of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, bro, stop trying to if I was Mikel Arteta, stop trying to big brain it and stop trying to like revolutionize football and make it into something that's not. Put round holes in round pegs. Do you know what I'm saying? Just put them in. Stop trying to do all this bullshit. I feel like, as well, that there's another theory that people have said that the reason why he doesn't want to sign Sesko, and not the reason why he doesn't want to sign Gyokeres, is because Gyokeres will be banging on his door that he wants to play every single game, and I still feel like he's still trying to shoehorn in Kai Havertz. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
I don't know how you guys feel about that.
He has to try. He still has to justify the Kai Havertz sign, but that's 4 M's. So
forget about justification. We need to win. It's not keep the ego at the door, man. We need to win the Premier. It's not about ego. It's not about you did the right sign, you did the wrong sign. It's okay. People get signings wrong sometimes. But what are you gonna do going forward after that? You need to win the league now. Grab the guy who's gonna get. If you look at the league winners, let's look at the past. 20 league winners. Look at the people that are scoring the goal. They have 20 goal machines in the team. They got you need a Salah, you need a Van Persie, you need a Vardy, you need an Aguero, you need a Haaland. The list goes on and on and on and on. Saka is a 15 to 18 goal, 10 assist man. He's a winger. Who is gonna get you the 20, 25 goals? Guaranteed.
Sorry to call you off, but I think David must think that we're United fans or something like that. This is not no United support group, bro.
But
this is actually a Liverpool. He says, bro, if we need to sell Rasmus and give Obi decent minutes. Now we're talking about Arsenal Football Club. We're not talking about United, bro. We're not United fans over here.
Sell Rasmus, bro. No one's gonna buy Rasmus from you.
It says Rasmus might be going to Inter. Kieran said Rasmus might be going to Inter, though. I haven't heard anything about that. But I think if I was into Milan, I'd be staying as well away from that guy as possible.
And if Inzaghi is the one that is sanctioning that signing, sack him now. Because what is that about? That is crazy.
She's just telling me that Joe Bellingham's off to Dortmund.
Yeah, I did see that apparently for 40 million euros. He's following in his brother's footsteps.
He should have went to the Prem for one season. Because they got promoted. He could have done one season in the Prem.
Nah, man, I think he would have got found out. But
really, you think he would have got found out?
I watched him in the playoff. He was good, yeah. But the football he was playing in that team, bro, that's not gonna take him anywhere, bro. So go to Dortmund, build yourself up, and then come to the Prem.
They're talking about you.
See, David goes. The Arsenal fans are, as always, talking about Man United. We weren't even talking about Man United, David. That was all you, bro. That was all you. I'm just trying to sort out the little fiasco that my club is in. Your club, you lot need a miracle and a prayer. I'm not gonna. You need both. You know what I'm saying? You need a miracle and a prayer. You need both genuinely. But yeah, no, David. Honestly, yeah. Given the season that you've had, chat to me. What do you guys need? Because, like I said, you need a miracle and a prayer. But from your opinion, what do you guys need? What can be done to make Man United great again? Even though it would make me sick to see you guys great again. But I'll ask you boys as well. What can United even do?
Just liquidate the club, man.
There's nothing they can do, bro. Liam Delap didn't even want to go there, bro. Bro, that's a dead project. It's bro. Like the only way you revive United is you, bro. They better pray to have another class in '92, bro.
But bro, is that not like an easy decision though? You go for a team that's okay, it's won a trophy, playing Champions League football, or a team that has no Champions League football, not fighting for it. Well, you can say they fought for a European trophy, but the way they played in that final, you wouldn't really say that they really fought. But I think that Liam Delap's decision was easy to make. But I feel like if United would have won the Europa League, I think he would have went there. But David said if I was Gyökeres, I would go to Arsenal. It's a working team who needs a proper 9. Exactly. Like I don't get the whole I get the hype with Sesko, but I feel like that's just hype right now. But Kieran as well says Cunha has to be the first of top 5 signings. They need to get rid of the deadwood as well. But the issue with that as well, Kieran, is we all watched United this season. Like we all have eyes. We watched how diabolically bad they was. Like even when they signed Ugarte last summer, I was telling one of my friends in work who's a United fan. I was saying to him, like, is it not a bit suspicious to you that PSG are willing to let him go and willing to let him go for like 50-60 mil? They're going to sign another defensive midfielder from Benfica who's like a lot shorter than he is for a lot more money. I was like, if that's not screaming a red flag to you, I don't know what else will. And he was like, oh, no, trust me, he's going to be better than Declan Rice. He's a good signing. Look what happened now. They're looking to get rid of him. Bruno Fernandes as well. He's probably off to Al Hilal or Saudi to make his bread. I don't really know how you shift anybody in that squad because who's going to sign Rasmus? You're going to take a loss on that. Anthony, you're definitely going to take a loss. Jadon Sancho, it looks like Chelsea's going to pay that $5 million fee just to hand him back. Do you know what I'm saying? They're gonna say thanks for helping us get back to the Champions League, but off your pop. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I don't know how you're gonna shift your players and especially the players on big wages. I know Barcelona's sniffing around Marcus Rashford as well, but whether if they're gonna pull another 10 economic levers to be able to sign Marcus Rashford is another question as well. Do you know what I'm saying? I genuinely just don't know how United get out from this situation that they're in. And the name alone is not starting to hold that much weight in these streets anymore.
Bro, like I've always said it. United is a very, very simple fix. It's very, very simple. Get rid of your bad apples. And there's 3 of them. Marcus Rashford is one. He's roped in Garnacho. And you need to get rid of what's my man's name, man? You need to get rid of Bruno. Get rid of those 3. Now that you strip yourself down to because realistically at that point you can just get relegated with that squad alone and then fill the positions in. Rashford, because how many managers have they brought in and how many people have stayed? Rashford has stayed, Garnacho has stayed, Bruno has stayed. And every single manager has been sacked. There's nobody seeing the correlation here that you need to get rid of certain people. Get rid of them. It's done.
This fella said, I don't know what it needs to revive us, guys. Honestly, we got a grudge sitting on us or something. I don't know. I would definitely keep Bruno. Fair. Sign a goal scorer. Fair. One more left back. Fair. And he goes, a goalkeeper with hands. Just have hands. Only criteria. Just have hands.
Bro, have you seen how diabolically bad Onana was this season?
Onana's amputee. He had tattoos that day.
Genuinely, I don't know how they were able to sit, they were able to sit there to this. I'll be trying to fight him after games. Genuinely, I'll be trying to fight him after games.
Can I just say something? The funniest thing Onana ever did was last season, yeah. When he was doing one interview when he was having a terrible time and he was acting cocky in the interview.
Yeah.
And he was like, because the season before that he was in Champions League final with Inter. And he was like, so you're telling me the best goalkeeper of the Champions League is suddenly bad? It's not like that. Bro, it's like that, bro. It's really like that. Like, and he said it with so much confidence. And when he said it, yeah, I said, do you know what? He kind of has a point. How did you know he was best goalkeeper in Champions League last season? You know, it's only a couple months later, bro. Your ass, you were not good at football,
bro.
Like,
Do you not? But does no one actually think that there's a reason as to why these people they come to United, and all of a sudden they're just bad at football? Bruno's the only one that actually managed to override this, whatever this thing is. But they always
remember when they took Alexis Sanchez off us, yeah, and Alexis Sanchez even came out a couple of years later in the interview. He said after the first training session, he said he wanted to rip up his contract and go back to Arsenal. Bro. So I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah, David, to answer your question. Sorry, H, to put you off. You said you don't know if you got a grudge sitting on you guys or something like that. You definitely do. You have a bad omen. You know why? Because you ruined everybody's childhood. When we were just seeing you guys up and down, just lifting league titles as if it was water, doing 3 times in a row as if it was, do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't anything. Obviously, it's going to catch up to you guys at some point, and this is now what you have to face the music. I genuinely feel like Sir Alex Ferguson done some kind of judge. He sold his soul in some way in order to win all those trophies. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the sheer amount of Premier League titles that man won alone is ridiculous. Do you know what I'm saying? 13 Premier League titles alone in himself. What a greedy guy. Like, genuinely, what a greedy guy. So, yeah, you absolutely deserve this little bad omen or whatever grudge is on you guys because, bro, you ruined everybody's childhood in here. Nobody had a fun time from, like, 2000 until 2013. Nobody had a fun time.
What's this fellow saying? He goes, Onana uses voodoo, but it turned on him as we see. Or maybe it has something to do with Pogba. Pogba catches his face?
Bro, isn't that the same Pogba put a hyena in Old Trafford or something, bro?
A hyena?
Bro, like he buried a hyena in Old Trafford. That's what his brother said, bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. Bro, the club has been finished for a long time, man.
If you like, see, for me,
David, can you answer to this? Is there a hyena buried somewhere in your footballing ground? What's going on?
Just make sure you're signing good Christian or Muslim.
They thought the nickname the Red Devils will keep them going. Don't want to see that.
It's true, you know. Roy Keane saying you need to sign your destiny away and all this type of stuff. If you want to
I remember that ad that he did a couple of years ago. He was like, "Oh, you really want to be a devil or something like that?" I said,
giving your soul away and all. It's Ferguson, man. Ferguson traded the destiny of Man United for them trophy.
Nah, he definitely had to.
That was the trade-off, and I know that guy was cheating.
I know you've had this conspiracy theory for a while,
bro. There was no one that can tell me any different. I'm telling you, Alex Ferguson was cheating. He was threatening referees, families. He was doing all sorts.
Yeah, he used to go into the change rooms at halftime and all this type of stuff.
Imagine, so he would go into, so they're losing 1-0 at halftime. He would go into the referee's change room. All of a sudden now they get a penalty on the 47th minute. Does that not seem a bit strange? All of a sudden now there's 11 minutes at a time.
Let me not even mention how we lost that invincible records at Old Trafford as well. Because if you go back and watch that game, yeah, oh my god,
it was ridiculous. I watched the highlights. The highlights always come up. Actually, madness. Even so many title races. Yeah, I saw a video. They were in a title race, and Rio Ferdinand just whacked the man down. He was the last man. The referee said, "Go kick." I said, "Are you crazy? What is this, man?"
David said, "I agree. We had 2 decades of glory, but this season is crazy bad. And more worse than ever before. A new low point for us. So yeah, let's see what football got for us in the next 5 years." But yeah, let me ask you a serious question though, David. Like, say if you guys did actually beat Tottenham in that Europa League final, like would that have been for you like a successful season? Like, would you have been happy with that? Would you have said that you would have had a better season than say people in the top four, the likes of except for Liverpool? Would you have said you had a better season than Arsenal? Would you have said you had a better season than City? Obviously, they came up short in terms of trophies as well. I know Chelsea they won a trophy as well, but it's the Conference League, the Europa League would have been bigger than that. So would you say you had a better season than Chelsea, or would you have a better season than Newcastle as well? Because I feel like this whole better season talk is a bit redundant, boys. I'll be so honest. It kind of irks me a little bit because I don't know how you could say you had a better season when you finished like what 16, 17, had over 20 losses in the league, and you won a competition that my club wasn't even able to participate in the first place. I just don't like. If you were maybe like top 8, I could kind of hear the conversation, but not when you're sitting like a couple of places above relegation. Do you know what I mean? And just the whole kind of talk about, and everybody was so quick to point score and be like, oh yeah, we had a better season because we won a trophy and we got into the Champions League as well, and a lot of this other stuff. It's like, yeah, you won a trophy. One, you're lucky that no Champions League teams were able to drop down for, and two, we weren't even in that competition in the first place. We were in something completely different. Do you know what I'm saying? But David said, I joined the stream too late, guys. I want your guys' opinion about Arteta and what's your reaction if he doesn't win anything again in the upcoming season. Okay, H, I'll let you go first with David's question. Your opinion on Arteta and your reaction if we went trophyless again this season.
Yeah, look, if you go trophyless again, bro, I suppose it's a very bad look, but I suppose what's the circumstances and kind of where is it that you finish within this thing? Like, do you get to semi-final in the Champo? Do you lose the league on the last day of the season? Like, what's the circumstances? But I think for he himself, he knows he has to win something. We all know he has to win something. If he doesn't win something, then look, the board love him, but if the people on the road, if they don't love you, your time is done, bro. It's raps.
See, my opinion on it is, well, you know how I feel about this guy, guys. I said already, we need to win the next game. We need to win the next not win the next game. We need to win a trophy. And if he doesn't deliver a trophy, this year, then you got as much as I like the guy, you're gonna have to get rid of him because at no top club is something like this acceptable where you can just tell us to keep being patient and we're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there, guys. It's like that. It's like that thing you used to say to your mom and dad, oh, we're nearly there yet, we're nearly there yet. Like, are you still miles away? Like, no. He wouldn't get this type of time of patience at Bayern Munich. He wouldn't get this type of time of patience at Chelsea. He wouldn't get this time of patience at United. He wouldn't get this time of patience at Barcelona. Do you know what I'm saying? And look how bad Barcelona was when they had to pull all these levers, and still Xavi was able to win a league title. And the fact that he didn't go far in the Champions League is the reason why they sacked him. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, and what I keep trying to tell people within fan bases, like, if we're trying to be ruthless and be one of those top guys, be respected in the footballing world, you're gonna have to make some decisions that's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable, but it has to be the betterment of the football club. And I feel like more people are in love with Arteta than actually Arsenal Football Club, and the line are starting to get a little bit blurred, where now people are just starting to make ridiculous excuses for him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when PSG won the Champions League per se, and they start talking about, oh, Arsenal beat them 3 times on XG. Why does that fucking matter? We didn't win the Champions League. They won the Champions League. We were down 1-0 to them within the first 5 minutes of the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? At no point were we leading PSG. So obviously the XG is going to be a bit better because we were actually trying to score. But PSG at any point could have ripped us apart. Look how they did us in that first half at the Emirates. Look how they did us in the second half at Parc des Princes as well. You know what I'm saying? But Dave, we're gonna start wrapping up pretty soon. But I'm gonna get Pato's thoughts on what Arteta needs to do as a rival fan, and then we'll call it a day. But yeah, Pato, before we sign off, give us your last thoughts and opinions.
As a rival fan, Arteta, he's trying his best. You just have to keep going, and all you can do in this life is your best, and sometimes it's not enough. So as far as he knows in his heart of hearts as a man that he gave it his all, the trophies don't actually matter. Because what are we watching football for? We're watching it for the love of the game and entertainment. That is what we're watching football for.
Look at this stupid guy. Because his team won the Premier League this season, yeah, he's now saying that we should keep Arteta for the next 5 years.
You know what? I'm not even the Premier League. It was a nice bonus, but what I really loved was the camaraderie and the passion from the players. That's what really got me excited. So you just don't even Champions League, Premier League. It's not, boys. I've seen many trophies in the last couple of years, but it means nothing. It means nothing if you don't feel that connection with the team. And I feel like you guys have built a very good connection with Arteta. Like he could get a statue one day, but it's not about the trophies. It's about where he brought the club from. Do you know what I mean? Remember, he's our 8th, and now he's our second 3 years in a row. That is progression. And if you keep going that way, only the sky is the limit. So, for me, no matter what he does next season, I think he's earned the right to be Arsenal manager. Now, real talk.
This guy's actually a freak.
Real talk. If I was an Arsenal fan, bring the Premier League or bring the Champions League or just go home. Just go home. It's okay. If you can't do it, it's all right. Everybody can't win the Champions League and the Premier League. It's all right. You did your best. But if you can't bring me that, just be going, man. I don't want to see no cup, no FA Cup, no. I want to see the big boy trophies so we can be a big boy team. Because
No, see, Kieran is actually a real one. He gave good analysis, not this fake stuff that you were doing. But he said that as a Liverpool fan, he's always admired what Arteta is doing at Arsenal. The progress is made. John has been massive. Sometimes you need to be careful what you wish for. I do get that sentiment, Kieran, but it's one of them ones as well. It's like when you guys were under Brendan Rodgers as well. Like you guys were, do you know what I mean? You had Suarez, you had Sturridge, you were kicking up trees. You even had Raheem Sterling coming through as well, and you guys were thereabouts, but you weren't able to get over the line. So there was no point of having a really good team and you're not able to get over the line. At some point, when you're seeing teams like Crystal Palace win a trophy for the first time in their history, you're seeing Tottenham break their trophy drill. When you're seeing West Ham win a European trophy as well, when you're seeing Chelsea, even as bad as they've managed to pick up a trophy. And then you see City and obviously Liverpool dominating as well. You even as a optimistic and supportive fan, there's only so supportive you can be before you kind of start scratching your head and looking around saying, boys, like generally I appreciate where we came from, but where are we going? Because I'm seeing everybody else adjoin themselves except for us, and we're being told, like, even as stupid as it may sound, Ange put his neck on the line and said in my second season I usually win stuff. He said that, and we all laughed at him. We all sat on this very same stream, and we all laughed at him. But guess what? He won in the second season. He was able to do that. But at least when we're asking Arteta about trophies, he's telling us to be patient. When are you going to stick your neck out? When are you actually going to go for it? Do you know what I'm saying? So Kieran, like we do appreciate where we came from, but the question we're now honestly asking now is where are we going? Because we need to know where we're going. Because I'm glad that you got us out from the pits of hell, but now are you going to take us to the promised land, or do we need to look at somebody else? But David will end on David's comment here. He says, I agree with you guys. Mikel has done a great job, to be fair, but next season it's time for silverware. I mean, at least the Carabao Cup. I mean, it would be a star. To be honest with you, David, I was expecting at least the Carabao Cup this season. Well, this past season just gone. I would have allowed that and used that as a stepping stone to win other trophies and use that to cultivate a winning mentality. But now, for me, I feel like he needs to deliver at least 2 trophies next season. I'll be so honest. It needs to be like a cup double of something. Either like a Premier League and an FA Cup, or if you want to be mad enough, go and get a Champions League and the Premier League or something like that. But I feel like one trophy is not going to satisfy. It's not going to satisfy everybody. But yeah, last one, and we'll call it a day, guys. But Kieran says, I guess I have more faith that he will win something soon than most. Yeah, maybe. To be fair, David, not David. Yeah, Kieran, you probably do. You probably do. But you're sitting in a privileged position as a Liverpool fan, seeing your club win a second Premier League title in what 5 years. So you probably wouldn't mind too much to see Arsenal and Arteta win a Premier League trophy. But yeah, it's just for me. I don't really have a lot of patience because right now the proper players that we have, they're too good not to be ending the season with some sort of silverware. But now, guys, Kieran, David, everybody else that's kind of tuned into the stream, honestly, big up to you guys. I really appreciate it, and we hope we can be able to catch you guys in the next one as well. If you haven't, please do like and subscribe and do all that great stuff as well, so we can catch you guys in the next one. But honestly, from all of us here, good night, God bless, and take care of yourselves. And we hope to see you in the next one, guys. So yeah, look after yourselves. Good night, mate. Good night. Take care, Kieran, as well.